guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So if this is your first time here, welcome. Make sure it's not your last time. So you guys know I've been talking about starting up a series, and today we're having our very first episode of Say It As It Is. So this series is centered around relationships. So we're going to be talking about relationship, working relationship, marriages, divorce cases and all of that. And I really hope you guys get to enjoy it. Okay, so today we have our very first and special guest in the house because this is the first episode, and we have my brother and friend here, Mr. Kelvin. So today we're going to be asking him some questions and he's going to be answering. But before then, please let him do us the honors of introducing himself. So please introduce yourself.
Well, just said it all. My name is Kelvin Paul, and I'm just here to talk about relationship. And I know you're going to learn one or two from this interaction today.
Of
Welcome.
course. Thank you, thank you. So thank you for joining us and thank you for agreeing to doing this in a short notice. It was meant to be somewhere else, but I just had to, drag him in. So our first question here was for him to tell us about himself, which he has already done. So we'll move straight the second questions. Into the second question. So tell us, are you currently dating?
Yes, I'm currently dating.
Hmm. So, girls, that means what? Don't shoot your shot. Okay, so our number three question says, how long have you two known each other?
We've known each other for a year plus now.
Okay. And how has it been going?
It's been a wonderful experience.
Okay.
It's been a good experience.
So far,
Yeah.
better than all the ones you've had.
Yeah, every relationship opens a new chapter to you. Every relationship comes with another kind of experience.
That's right.
So this one is bringing another kind of experience, and it's been a good experience
Well,
thus far.
that's good to know. So you guys listen up, open up your ears and learn, okay? So you can have good things to talk about relationship. It doesn't have to always be sour. Okay, so moving on, we'll say, do you think the length of your relationship has anything to do with the status of your relationship? That is in terms of having a peaceful and loving relationship.
Yeah, the length has a little to do, but the basic is understanding what relationship it's about. You can have a very lengthy relationship without having better understanding of what relationship is about, and it won't work. But when you know what relationship it's about, and you know what the demands of relationship is based on your part and on the part of your partner, and both of you are ready to intentionally make it work, then you'll get to see the benefit in the length of the relationship.
Hmm,
Because as you get the more you guys get to know each other, the more the relationship even get better and
that's right.
stronger.
That's right. Hmm. So we're picking points and we're noting them down. So it's not just about being in a relationship. It's not about how far, but how well at the end of the day, understanding why you're even in that relationship, So you guys take notes, okay? So how did you know that she is the one? We know, of course, you've had like a couple of other relationships, and of course there are other ladies hanging around. I mean, look at him, he's a nice looking
Mm.
gentleman. So so yeah, how did you know that okay, she's the one? Like, is it because she just brings you peace, and all of that?
Well, I think every relationship, like I always tell people, relationship doesn't really start from love. I know it's another chapter. We're going to talk a little about it. Relationship starts from effective communication. Effective communication, it's that platform where both of you try to know each other beyond just talking, but know each other from your past, your present, and anticipating what the future is going to be like if both of you continue in the relationship. So it gives you that basis, and I think the effective communication we've had over time has made us um, see that there is something beautiful waiting to happen in the future. So
Mm-hmm.
it starts with having a very solid communication platform, because the essence of communication is for information.
True.
And when you have better information, when you're better informed about your partner, it helps you to understand your partner better.
Mm-hmm.
And it's upon that understanding that you can build trust.
True.
And when trust is in place, then you can love so easily, because you're loving the person you know,
Okay.
not the person someone talked about, or
Yeah.
not the person you perceive them to be,
Mm-hmm.
but the person you have known based on the fact that you've given your time to really get to know each other.
So bottom line, know your partner
Yeah,
for yourself,
for
okay?
yourself. Yeah.
For yourself. We don't want to start hearing stories or any negativity whatsoever. So moving on, our next question is, how did you two work together to find a common ground? This is peace generally in your relationship and all of that. How are you guys working, together as one, just to make sure that it keeps going, like you don't have struggles? Or of course, all relationships have struggles, right? Or how have you to being able to like hold it down so far?
Well, I think, let me say something, and it's very, very important I establish this. Every relationship that works, there are two people who are intentional about making it work,
Mm-hmm.
because nothing works until people make it work. You see, the basic problem why a lot of relationships is not working is that instead of people to focus on making their relationship work, they are looking at other people's relationship and trying to use other people's relationship as a standard for their relationship.
That's right.
But everybody is different and everybody is peculiar in their own light. So if you really want to work the relationship, then you must make the relationship your focus, and both of you must be intentional to ensure that that relationship works. I think what we just did was that we just focused on making the relationship work. And the Bible even makes it very clear that if the eye is a single, the whole body will be filled with light. So there's a place of focus
Mm-hmm.
in relationship. You cannot really make anything work until you focus on the relationship.
True.
Because when you focus on the relationship, there are a lot of things you begin to see that you are meant to change.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of things you begin to see that you know that you are in that relationship to bring a change to.
Yeah.
So it's about intentional focus. You need to just ensure that you focus on the relationship. And she said something, and because we've been able to focus on the relationship, we know our strengths, we know our weaknesses, we know what we can enhance on, and we know what we can work on.
Yep.
And this has over time brought two things: peace and conviction that this thing can work.
Work.
And that's why we are building on the foundation of this relationship.
Hmm. So I like that. I like the fact that both of you are intentional about what you want, and at the end of the day, it's all about intentionality, and you believing that this thing can actually work if the two of you agree. Even the Bible said it's just like he said. Okay, so it cannot work unless the two of you agree. So for you to be in a peaceful, loving relationship, before you envy someone out there, know that they are putting in the work. They are not just waking up, okay, and having their relationships work, but they are also putting in the effort that they need to put in. So just one advice that you would pick from there. If you want it to work, you gotta work for it. Okay.
Very true.
So moving on to our next question. So what are your advice, for those who take it or find it very hard to find the right person, or identify the right person? I think that's the word, identifying the right person. What are the advice you want to give to those people? How do you think they should go about finding the right person? Because like we said from the very beginning, this series is centered around or is focused on personal experiences. We're not just talking out of the blues or anything. We are talking about personal experiences. So how do you think they can identify the right partner?
I think let me be clear on this. You can't go looking for something that you don't really even know about. For example, if I want to identify the right person, then I must also be the right person,
Mhm.
because knowing that I'm the right person gives me a clue of what I'm looking for. So I know what I'm looking for, because you would always attract your type.
That's right.
So if you're looking for the right person, you must be the right person, because that's just how it works. You can't give to someone what
You
you
don't
don't
have.
have.
True.
Because anytime you're giving anything out, you must have that thing yourself. And even the Bible makes it clear, it says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. So you can't love someone else if you don't have love for yourself. So
Mm-hmm.
looking for the right person, you ensure that you are the right person. So most times people look for people to tell them, ah, do you love me? But the question is, do you love you?
Yourself.
Because
Yep.
if you love you, it becomes very easy to love someone else. So the right person starts with making sure that the love you're looking for outside, you must first establish the love in
Within yourself.
yourself, within yourself. So it becomes very easy to love. So if I know that I don't want to be hurt, and someone comes into my life, because I know that what being hurt would look like,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't want to hurt someone else. If I know what true happiness is for myself, I would want to extend that same happiness to someone else. So whatever you are or you have, that's what you're going to give out. So instead of looking around finding a guy to come and love you, first try loving yourself. And
Mm-hmm.
when you master the act of loving yourself and being at peace with yourself and being convinced with yourself, then you can extend that same love to someone else, and it becomes very easy to find someone who is going to love you and who you're going to love completely in return.
Yeah, that's right. And I agree with that as well. But I know watching this you might say, "Oh, but I know I love myself. I've given my all and the person is not, giving back, whatever you've given to the person." I feel like at the end of the day, when you find your person, you will just
No,
know,
true,
right?
true.
And when you're in that place, because when you're in a place where you cannot blossom, I don't think you should remain there. Okay? So we're not saying stay back in a toxic relationship when you know that you wouldn't blossom there. No, that's not what we're saying. But when you are trying to find the right partner, make sure you're also willing to give whatever you're expecting back from someone. So, and that brings us to the last question here. So, I have to clear my throat before I ask this one because this is the last and final question. We don't intend wasting your time, whatsoever. So, are you intending, to pop the question anytime soon?
Yeah, I think yeah, very very true. Every relationship, you start a relationship with a focus.
Mhm.
You're not just going into a relationship because you want to while away time or because you just need company.
Mm.
Every relationship is intentional and it has a direction. And without definition, definitely you can't have a destination.
Yep.
So the first thing we needed to do is to define what the relationship is about. What do we want? What do we intend to get from the relationship?
Mm.
And now that we have defined the relationship, we have seen how fine the relationship is,
Mm-hmm.
then we're walking towards the destination. And we look forward to a very romantic
Aww.
moment. And if she's worth so much, you need to go the extra mile to do it
Mm. Gotta
beautifully. And
put the ring on it.
yeah, and you don't do it just like everybody just does it. Like you must
That's
create
right.
that special moment and make it a one in a lifetime moment
Mm.
that she
Guys,
knows
are you
that
guys picking points from all these things he's
that's
saying?
just
Because
that's just
this
it.
video is not just for ladies alone. Guys, pick the point as well. If she's worth it, you gotta go extra mile just to
Yes.
make it happen. Okay? So that's about this first episode of Say It As It Is. And we just want to say thank you so much to Mr. Kelvin for sharing, out of the abundance of the wisdom God has given to him. He has decided to share this with us,
Thank
and
you very
that means a
much.
lot to us. And we are hoping to, bring in more guests onto this series. And I really hope you guys enjoy our first episode as it's airing or as it's about to air, because this video should go up, anytime within the week or next week. But also, please do not forget to drop a comment after watching this video. If you have questions, please leave them in the comment section, and we will do well to attend to them. But so far so good. We have come to the end of this video, and like I always say, do not forget to give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more juicy content like this. So thank you, and we will see you.
And don't forget to share
Yeah,
because it will be wickedness to keep such a
very,
content to
very
yourself.
important.
So get
Very, very
get
important.
other people to benefit from this.
Thank you,
Thank you
and we'll
both.
see you on my next video. Okay, bye.
Can I be your star?